everyone, welcome back to Pokemon Rejuvenation. So on the last part, we dealt with the trials of the Chrysalis Manor, given to us by the evil old Indrad, and eventually he refused to set us free anyways, and an old friend helped us out. So on this part, we're going to go ahead and wrap up a few loose ends that we left lying around. And the first one would be here, in the Amethyst Cave. I was about to say cavern, but it's not really cavern. So I'm going to reorganize my party here. You'll notice that everyone's actually at level 30, and that's mainly because I was hunting for the Zangoose and I trained them up to level 30 while I could. And even after I got them to level 30, I could have kept training them. My current level cap is level 35. But I decided against it, and I just started running away from the battles. It was much, much faster. And we'll actually talk about that Zangoose a little bit later. So for now, we want to go over here, save just in case anything nasty happens, and talk to Novae. It feels like it's been 3 or 4 episodes since we started the Help Center quest in Sheridan Village. She's been waiting here for a long, long time. Nice to see you again. In a little bit since our last battle, I've gotten so much stronger. Well, you know the drill. Let's get to it. Get ready. I'll try my best. And believe me, she will try her absolute best. So, she starts off with her Trumbeak. It has Fury Attack, Rock Smash, Pluck, and Rock Blast. The Trumbeak has Skill Link for an ability, which means Fury Attack and Rock Blast are guaranteed to hit 5 times. Also, on the Crystal Cavern field, Rock-type attacks have a unique property in which they will sometimes gain an extra typing in Fire, Water, Grass, or Psychic, I believe. This isn't good because it means if she gets lucky with Rock Blast, she will knock out my Grappler. Each hit of Rock Blast could be a completely different typing as well. So we'll just have to see what happens here. So you could actually tell by the sounds right there that one of those hits was not super effective, while most of them were. There was also a chance for my Smackdown to gain the Grass typing, and if it did gain the Grass typing, then it actually would be neutral towards the Trumbeak. Anyways, next up is going to be the Tsareena. A Stomp, Trop Kick, Teeter Dance, and Attract. It's really, really annoying. Hopefully it doesn't flinch me with Stomp. And it did. See, even with higher levels, Novae almost always manages to be annoying somehow. Almost always. So you'll notice that my Combuskin is actually level 31 and not level 30. That is because Combuskin learns Bulk Up at level 31, which is what I'm spamming right now to set up on the Tsareena. And somehow I've only got 2. That's really not good. And then she crit me. Of course she did. See, this is why I absolutely hate Novae. I've always had the absolute worst luck with this battle. Anything that could go wrong has gone wrong. So next up, she's going to send in her Lycanroc. And I'm just going to have to deal with it. As Accelerock, Rock Tomb, Bite, and Rock Climb. Also, Rock Climb has the same property as Rock-type attacks. It could gain Fire, Water, Grass, or Psychic typing, and it also increases in base power, so she could hit me for super effective damage right here. Thankfully she didn't, but it could have happened. And wow, I didn't even get the defense drop. My Nidoqueen still has Poison Point, so it doesn't have Sheer Force, which is really, really bad. If I had Sheer Force, I'm pretty sure I would have knocked that out. So again, as usual, this battle is just going absolutely wonderful. Next up should be the Sandygast. So the Sandygast has Hypnosis, Rock Tomb, Bulldoze, and Giga Drain. And I'm just going to go ahead and punch it to death with my Herdier. And thankfully that missed. After that, it's going to be her Passimian, which is her ace Pokemon. So I'll send in my Swoobat right here. So Passimian here has Brutal Swing, Bulldoze, Rock Smash, and Work Up. So Brutal Swing is a Dark-type move. It was actually introduced in Generation 7. It's like 60 base power, and it hits every Pokemon on the field in doubles, I think. You don't really see it too often, which is mainly why I explained that. And finally, after that, it's going to be her Charjabug. So Charjabug has Spark, Acrobatics, Dig, and Crunch. I'm just going to stay in with my Swoobat, the confusion off, and probably faint. Which is completely fine with me. I'll send in my Herdier right here, and I should be able to finish this Charjabug off, even if it's a little bit slow. And of course she heals up. Thankfully I got the defense drop right there, so this should be a little bit quicker. And then she paralyzed me. You can tell I'm having an absolute blast with this battle. Somehow, when I was recording this, because this is like the third recording for this battle, somehow something always went wrong. I had that Tsareena get back-to-back crits on my Buskin earlier and just straight up knock it out. Hey, you know what region I'm from? I'm from the Alola region. I know you didn't ask, but I thought I'd tell you anyway. May our paths cross once again. And so we've completed that, so we'll finally go back to the Sheerden Village Help Center, and we'll finally turn that in. Here at the Sheerden Village Help Center, if we talk to the Rewards Lady and claim our reward, that's a good chunk of change, and we'll get an Eevee, which is actually pretty nice, and of course that gets transferred to there. So we're not done yet here in Sheerden Village. There's also something else we can do if we make our way all the way over here. You may notice the Sock and Throh standing right there, and if we talk to them... No way! Don't tell me that these are the Socky and Throh from the show Pummel Bros? Yes, these two would just happen to be those very same Sock and Throh. Socky and Throh aren't interested in being superstars in Pokestar Studios anymore, so I have been directed to bring these two to Sheerden Village in search of suitable trainers for both of them. Wait, you're giving them away? Then does that mean the show's cancelled? Of course not. We've already found suitable replacements. These two don't look any different than any other Sock and Throh, so it's no big deal. Can I have them? I mean to train? Sure. At least, that's what I'd like to say. It looks like you have some competition. Competition? Who? Surely you can't mean this person. Really? I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to find better times to show up. I got here first. Don't want to leave. I guess we'll have to battle for it. Here I go. Oh, you're the worst. Alright, I think I've seen enough. I think you both displayed attributes worthy of owning both Socky and Throh. So, I guess I'll be giving both of you one of them. But I wanted both. Sorry, that's just how things are going to be. Torgo seems more interested in that other trainer, so give it to them. Of course, I won't just give it to you. Proven your worth to me. But you've still got to prove yourself to Torgo. Whenever you're ready, Torgo will be waiting. As for this trainer battle which I cut out, just hurry up and catch it already. Well, as for this trainer over here, she actually has some pretty high level Pokemon. Most of them are level 32 and above. However, there was a pretty simple strategy that I used, which was to send out my Swoobat on the Sandslash that she has in the front, attract said Sandslash, and then just spam Calm Mind 3 times, and then pretty much knock out everything except the Sneasel. Sneasel has a priority Ice move and Ice Shard, so you can't do much about that. Anyways, we now have the opportunity to catch Throh, so I'm going to go ahead and deal with that. Well, I guess that settles that. I'm gonna head back to Pokestar Studios. If you're ever in Grand Dream City, you should visit. Ciao! Well, I guess we did make somebody angry. Anyways, the last thing we have to do is go back to Giron City and do me another visit. So back here at the upstairs of the Giron City Library, Magnolia Library, Zumi, Zangoose. Are you so mad all the time, huh? Not gonna get anywhere in life with a frown like that. I'll go ahead and bang my head against this keyboard and pretend to enter data. I'm kidding, by the way. Alright, that's done. Next objective is going to be our last. Makes you pretty sad, huh? Me too. We're going to look for a Pokemon called Drifloon. Find this Pokemon wandering around the Gold. And that's the only hint she's going to give us. It's really unfortunate, however, we'll make sure to find it eventually. So as for that, we're going to go ahead and head back to Sheridan. There is actually a couple more things I do want to take care of and show off first. So the last thing I want to cover here in Sheridan Village is actually the drink cellar. So if you come here after having 3 badges and it is morning on Monday, Wednesday, or Friday, actually Saturday too, I think. No, it's Sunday. You'll have this lovely lady here. Howdy, my name is Beth. I'm a cowgirl living in the Terrell region of Avian. Your name? Well, I won't forget you, no sir. In fact, take this as a sample. She'll give us free Moo Moo milk. Our drinks are made daily, so they're always fresh. Would you care to buy some of our preservative-free beverages? Oh, let's see. There's the berry juice, which is absolutely useless. There's the fresh water, which again is pretty bad, considering it only heals 30 HP. The lemonade, though, is very, very good. The Moo Moo milk, that's debatable. At this point in the game, this is pretty good, but not for the price you're getting it at. So anyways, I won't be buying anything from her, and instead I'm just going to go ahead and move on. Before that, I want to go ahead and reorganize my PC. I didn't really mention the hunt for Zangoose that much, but it was pretty annoying. So this Zangoose over here, I don't know how many encounters it took. Zangoose is a 1% encounter in Route 3 over here. And I found something like 30 Doduos, which is a 6% encounter. So that means I was way over the encounter rate for it, I think. Also, something else I didn't mention is I kind of updated the team and I grabbed a couple of new items as well. So I have the Golden Hammer and the Golden Axe now. Kind of thought about it and I realized I really did not want to drag an HM slave over here, even if that's something somebody else might be interested in doing. It's not gonna happen. I despise HMs with a passion, so there will be no HM slaves. Also, inside this house here, I never mentioned this earlier, but this lady over here is actually the move deleter. So that's something. Anyways, we're going to be making our way here to the Garage Woods, and we're going to be finally dealing with this Kingdra statue. I'm going to go ahead and save in front of it in case anything bad happens. But we're going to go ahead and deal with it. Some wing missing on the statue. Place the ancient wing. Ancient wing has been recovered. Trainer identified. Trainer requires rite of passage. Test shall be given first. Prepare for battle. So, this is the Kingdra statue, and I did not mean to send out my Herdier. So I'm gonna have to fodder my Herdier right here. It's really stupid of me. And I think that move that I just made right there probably explains my whole tactic for this battle right here. So I'm going to go ahead and send in my Zubat right here. This Kingdra is level 48, has Rain Dance, Thunder, Surf, and Icy Wind. So it's probably going to try and use Thunder on my Zubat right here. What I need to happen is I need it to miss Thunder, and I need to attract the Kingdra, then set up Calm Mind and just absolutely destroy this Kingdra. And it actually happened on the first try. I'm not too sure about that. Yeah, it didn't happen on the first try. So I'm gonna have to just reset until that actually happens, and I'll talk to you then. I'm finally there. It took me probably 20 tries to get this. I had to set up an attract, and then I had to set up 3 Calm Minds, which puts my Zubat at +6 special attack and +6 special defense. The Kingdra actually managed to break free of the love for one turn to set up a Rain Dance. I'm assuming it's because I'm set up. This guarantees it's Thunder hit, and I'll live it because I'm +6 special defense right now and knock out that Kingdra. A ton of experience right there too. We have passed. Trainer has successfully completed task. Trainer has been given the rite of passage. And would you look at that, a bridge formed right past there. Oh dear. That you who completed the Kingdra trial? Must be a very powerful trainer if you were able to... If you're the one... I wonder that too. Anyways, at this point, I recommend going back to heal, and I also recommend going back to the casino and grabbing the TM70 for Flash. You're also going to need a Pokemon to use that, unfortunately. I don't think there is a golden item for that. It would be pretty neat if there was. Anyways, in this building, we should find the item finder. So if you have the item radar mod, then hidden items should finally show up on the ground as little radar spots. You might actually have to reset the game, I'm not really sure. So I don't know if I already grabbed it. But there is a black flute hidden on this patch of grass right over here. So I guess that does confirm it. You would need to reset the game in order for the item radar to finally kick in. Anyways, regardless of that, if we move on over here, we can check out these buildings. A Steam Ball right here. So at this point, you've now had the chance to collect a Steam Ball and a Mineral Ball. So excited to complete my research. But due to everything that's been going on, let's just say it hasn't been working out well. B. Trainer has finally gotten past our Kingdra. Yes, I believe you're definitely the one. This facility studied the Pokemon called Zubat. Place the Kingdra statue outside to repel any guest who wanted to find our center. However, it's also a test to see if someone could defeat our defenses. Kingdra's power is relative to the power of our main problem. If you defeat the statue, you could probably hold your own against... Enough of that. You will help us. With what exactly? Defeating our main obstacle, that we can study the Zubats more closely. Oh, excuse me. It's just occurred to me that I haven't properly explained what our problem is. You see, we're trying to study Zubats from close up. The problem is that there's a Crobat protecting its young. Can't get close at all. We'll need to drag that Crobat out, then defeat it in battle. To do that, disturb its young. We've tried many things to get this to happen, but all of our attempts have ended up fruitless. I believe that the best way to do this is to blast them with a hearty amount of light. But how are we going to do that? Anyway, I'll grant you access to the cave nevertheless. All you have to do is enter the house next door and go to the second floor. All will become clear when you... Hope so. And if you'll notice, we can't even use this machine right over here. Also, a man over here. That are native to the Kanto region, but some were imported to the Avium region for research. Fortunately, one Zubat evolved before we were able to research it properly. Got out of hand, I'll say. So there's also the bell right here. Crafted. It's quite old. We could move over here. There's not really anything over here though. So we have to go in Zubat's lair. Talk to this person first. I believe that the move Flash would be enough to disrupt Zubats from sleep. Or would one find that TM? I don't suppose they sell it in stores. No, but they sell it in casinos. Searching an extreme rare Pokemon called Zubat. Common in other regions. There aren't many Zubats in the Avium region. Why that is. Enter here. Find a Zygarde Cell. And the TM for Payback. That's pretty neat. A Zubat hanging upside down on a steel beam. Way to wake them up. Want to use Flash? Maybe I do. Not yet. So once we use Flash and wake them up, we'll have to fight off, I think it's 4 Zubats, and they're all pretty tough. So you might want to organize your team and prepare for this, because as soon as you finish those Zubats, you have to fight the Crobat as well. I went ahead and I rearranged my party, and we're ready to go. We are going to wake up those Zubats. And they are livid. So I'm going to use the same tactic that I used on the Kingdra. I'm going to attract the Zubat, which should work a little bit better. In Zubat and Zubat are bats. It didn't. So I'm going to have to keep resetting until that track goes through, because what I have to do right here is I have to set up enough Calm Minds to knock out that Crobat in one shot, while also having enough HP that I can tank a hit from the Crobat as well. So we finally got it here. So I managed to attract the first Zubat and then set up 3 Calm Minds. I should be able to one-shot all the Zubats with a Confusion. And hopefully I can tank a hit from the Crobat that's coming up. Hopefully, I don't know if I actually can. This is my first time trying this method out. If I can't, I do have a backup plan though. So it's not really that big of a deal here. So again, that's all 4 the Zubats down. And here comes the Crobat. So it's going to Poison Fang me. I might not live this. Okay, I lived it, and the Crobat is still alive. I managed to take a +6 Confusion here. So my backup plan is pretty simple. Send out Herdier, and I still have Baby Doll Eyes on Herdier, so I can use this and get the Crobat to -2 attack very, very easily. And since I lived right there, I can even get it to -3 attack. And then I can send out my Graveler and just finish this off. I do have Sturdy on my Graveler, however, I wasn't sure if I would actually finish this off in one shot or not. But it looks like it do, so that's pretty good. So there's another chunk of experience right there. And that Zubat's gonna stay behind and join us. We can go to the PC. And it looks like we succeeded. We helped them out, and now they should be able to study those Zubat in peace. So with that, let's go see what the scientist has to say. Seems you were able to get rid of our problem. Please take that Zubat as your reward. Ah, he's cheap. Well, unfortunately, we've pretty much caught up with all the side quests that we have access to, which means it's finally time to go ahead and head on down to GoldenLeaf Town and see what awaits us there. So back here at the gate, VNM is finally here, or rather she's been here, and we're finally here. Okay, see what the hell we can do with this gate. Primer, pluck her up and give this gate a sweet old VNM's kiss. Easy. What was the point of blocking off this way anyway? Well, I guess I can't complain too much. If you hadn't come looking for me, I don't know where I'd be right now. Everything happens for a reason, I guess. Anyway, I'm off. I don't know what your plan is, but you sure seem set on it. I see. You're looking for someone to fix that snag machine of yours. The person you're looking for is a girl named... Saki Blakery? Huh. Just hearing that name makes me want to barf. Don't mind me. Being annoying. See you around. And hopefully we do. So now we're officially starting Chapter 4, Isolation, and yeah, I guess we can save. Let's see what this person has to say. People from GoldenLeaf Town don't even treat people from Help Corp any respect. And all they want to do is make everyone's life a better one. Yeah, that's a shame. Peace to GoldenLeaf Town. Oh, if you ask for my opinion, I think this gate should lead somewhere else entirely. We should just dig a tunnel to Route 4 so that people no longer need to go through this place. No! Got a lot of nerve showing up here again. Told you what would happen if we saw you waddling around these parts again, didn't we? Well, did we or didn't we? Dude, can you ask me later? Breath really reeks. Smells like a toilet. Ugh. You asked for it this time, Mosley. Get her. No! And we're not just gonna let that happen. So, there's actually a lot of trainers around here, or rather a lot of people that'll battle you, like this person right here. I don't remember which are which, but we're going to go ahead and take care of this before we deal with saving Mosley over there. Anyways, after dealing with that little girl, we'll move on over here. Excuse me, is there a problem? Listen up, outsider. I don't have time to deal with you right now. I have an annoying pest that I must eliminate once and for all. Let me guess, you aren't going to leave. Suit yourself. Goodbye. And we're going to have to deal with these people, aren't we? So these people are pretty easy to deal with, so I'm just going to cut this battle out. Why are you even getting involved? You annoying little... Oop. Ow! Bro, thanks for saving me, but I gotta bounce. Sick of you outsiders thinking you can do whatever you want in this town. This isn't over. We'll be back. And trust me, they will. Over here's the Giratina statue. Giratina, protector of the Golden Leaf region. Some people like to say that Giratina is the Pokemon devil, so that's not a good sign, is it? We're gonna go ahead and make our way over here to the Pokemon Center. And I believe if we move over here, we can talk to the people. You'll see a pretty interesting conversation going on. The trainer earlier mentioned that they should report this town to the authorities. What good will that do? Just run them out of the town. We should just get the hell out of here while we still can. Hello? We came to this town for a badge. I intend to get my hands on one. We just need to take matters into our own hands. That's pretty interesting, isn't it? There's also a fisherman over here. He hasn't experienced much with this town, but he does know they're not so keen on tourists. What a shame. What a shame. So I'm going to go ahead and deal with most of the villagers that want to fight me, and then I'm going to start showing off the village. There was actually only one other battle I had to take care of off screen, and in that battle I actually got a Stoutland. Well, that's pretty nice. I'll take any evolutions I can get right now. So first off, we're going to move over here. Talk to this lady at the gravestone. No, I haven't talked to you much, but I know you're always looking down on me, Chance. Because I know that deep down, you're always proud of me. I want to be the very best. It's like you always wanted me to be. So, be good up in heaven, okay? We'll meet again, I promise. Just kidding. I don't even know who this grave belongs to. So apparently that was the Ditto. I mean, that would seem a bit out of place considering this town is full of very grumpy people. Also find a Zygarde Cell up over here as well, so make sure to grab that. There's a few other things we can do over here. This lady over here is a move tutor. So she teaches Trick for 3 blue shards and Spite for 2 yellow ones. Not the greatest, but it's something. Also, the one trainer we battled was this girl over here, and I'm just in here to torment her more. What else do you want from me? Let you into my garden, so leave me alone. She was basically standing guard right over here to prevent us from entering her garden. There's actually hidden items inside of her garden, and if you're noticing the hidden items showing up on the map now, that is because they actually are. So there's a dark gem and there should be a ghost gem. So I found out that my hidden items mod was actually not working properly. It's not updated, so I had to go ahead and update it. But now I can actually see all the hidden items on the map. They appear as little Pokeballs just like this, if I can get that please, or that's under the tree actually. I'm not gonna go out of my way to grab every single hidden item, but I will make sure to showcase where they are. Anyways, this house is also something of interest. Rin, Rina, and Rana's house. A set of names. Rin? Rina? Oh, no, you're not either of them. I knew this day was coming. I did. I didn't think it'd happen like this. I'm sorry. I'm sure you have no idea what I'm talking about. My son Rin ran away from home a year ago. A few weeks ago, his sister Rina ran right behind him. Rin never liked how people from GoldenLeaf Town treated outsiders, so he just got up and left. I have no idea why my daughter Rina left, though. Such a bad mother. I think if I raised them better, they wouldn't be this way. Oh, but this wouldn't matter much to you, would it? Town is very dangerous. Like a place to stay. Be glad to let you rest here. It'd be great to have some company. Of course, she won't actually tell us much after that. Sure, those kids will be fine. Just worry about them is all. So there's not much of interest in this house. You can't even read the diaries over there. But if you talk this book, brochure of the Avium region, town map inside of it as well. Seems to be a lot of notes, markings, and etchings all over the map. Urine City is circled or destination written over it in bold. So you can kind of guess that's probably Rin's room. There's also a lady over here that gives you a lot of lore on the town. GoldenLeaf Town used to be a very distant town. They all lived happily until someone called Mr. Blakery started the construction of Route 3. From then on, tourists came crawling in. They'll love this place because of the golden hue the trees gave off. Soon after, a radio tower was built on Wispy Path, bringing even more tourists. And then... Actually, I think I'll stop there. What? Want to know more? Well, okay then. After the radio tower was built, this town was incredibly packed. Of course, the people of this town grew cautious. They'd never seen so many people in one spot. But they grew to accept these people anyways. A few weeks after that, Narcissa, our leader, fell in love with the radio tower director. They eventually got married, lived happily. For a while. Wanna know more, eh? Well, like I said, Narcissa married the director of the radio tower. One day, the director hosted a party to celebrate the union between GoldenLeaf and the radio tower. At this point, people were friends with the radio tower company, so most attended the party. While Narcissa was getting ready, suddenly heard screaming. Narcissa approached the tower only to be filled with despair. The whole tower was in flames. People were killed, wounded, and scarred. Fortunately, the director of Wispy Tower did not survive the inferno. The last image Narcissa recalls was seeing a girl, pitch black hair, a pitch black dress. Looked at Narcissa, gave her a piercing smile, vanished in smoke. Narcissa vowed to never trust outsiders again, allowed anarchy to rule this land. And it's pretty much a repeat after that. So that's kind of the lore of this town. Also, we can go ahead and move down this path if we want. Nothing is stopping us. This is forbidden area. Out. But we don't really care about that, do we? Find a green shard right there. And if we move on over here, should be a few items over this way as well. So if we climb up here, there should be a hidden dust stone that's right over here. And at the very top, there is the TM4 Rock Tomb. Over here is a Zygarde Cell. And finally, over here is another hidden item. There. More things over here. Honestly, don't remember half these items, but eventually we reach this tower, the Lost Castle. Keep out, keep out, keep out, keep out! And we have no choice. So we'll go ahead and spray another repel, and we're just going to leave. Almost said leaf there. But anyways, with that done, we can finally progress with the story a little bit over here. So if we make our way all the way over here, we can talk to this lady. Let me guess. Want access to Route 4. Just a girl earlier asking around moments ago. Was she your comrade? Doesn't matter. In the end, I cannot allow you such passage. You want to know why? That is because you are an outsider. I don't know if you're familiar with our ideas, but only official members of this village gain privileges. You are obviously not one. Or by beating me in an official gym battle and gaining the badge I possess. I'm sure by hearing that piece of info, you're eager to battle. Tell you what, there are outsiders located inside the Pokemon Center in this town. They've been causing such a ruckus because of the way they're being treated. If you are able to subdue them, I'll accept your challenge. For now, I'll be heading over to Wispy Tower. Unfortunately, I'm the only one in this town that actively tries to remember the dead. So, guess we don't have any option. I'll have to go inside the Pokemon Center and deal with him. Before that, it looks like Aelita is caught up with us. There you are. I was looking for you everywhere. I know this is sudden. I've been training a bit, and I think I've gotten a lot better. Let's have a battle. I know it'll be fun. It might be. Oh wait, let me heal you up before we do. It's not fair to fight a weakened opponent. Okay, here I come. So I think this is actually our first time fighting Aelita. So this is pretty interesting on its own. She starts with a Gligar that has Aerial Ace, Bulldoze, Steel Wing, and U-Turn. So I really don't want to stay in on this Gligar. I didn't think to swap my party around before this actually. So I still have the Batu that I was using, that I was keeping around to use Flash for. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and maybe I'll send in Swoobat again. So I'll just dodge that Bulldoze right there. And it is a male Gligar, so I could attract it and I could try to set up on it. As you can probably imagine, most of Aelita's Pokemon are fighting types. So if I set up with my Swoobat right here, it's pretty much game over. So again, Swoobat is just absolutely amazing, and I'll get to set up one more time before she eventually switches out her Gligar into the Mienfoo. Mienfoo is level 30, holding a Sitrus Berry, has Knockoff, Force Bomb, Aerial Ace, and Fake Out. So it's likely to Fake Out me right here, or maybe not. But it's fainted either way. After that, she'll try to send in her Gligar again. The Gligar can't really do anything to me, so I may as well try to set up another Calm Mind. Or I may not, actually. I'll see how much I can do to the Gligar here. Next up, she sends out her Staravia, has Aerial Ace, Takedown, Steel Wing, and U-Turn. I should be much faster than this, so I should knock this out, no problems at all. After that, she'll send out her Hawlucha, holding a Black Belt. It has Roost, Gale Strike, Aerial Ace, and Bulk Up. So just one confusion should knock this out. I was actually a bit worried because Hawlucha is extremely fast, but didn't have to worry about that at all. And finally, she's going to send out her Combusken. I'm not done yet. Check this out. Combusken's holding the Charcoal, has Flame Charge, Bulk Up, Thunder Punch, and Night Slash. So I'll just hit this with a Confusion again and knock it out. A lot better than I thought I would. Well, a lot better than I thought I would. So I'm happy. Anyway, I've been trying to find a way to Route 4, but it's been a little rough. People jumped me while I was looking around. It's okay though, I was able to fend them off. Should talk more inside. I don't think it's too safe to stand around outside. But why not? Let's follow her in. Your Pokemon are all healed and ready to go. Careful. Thank you! Now, about this town. I may have gotten a little ahead of myself. What I was doing was exploring Wispy Path, and these creeps decided to try and bully me. They were kinda weak, so I was able to hold them off. When they lost, this girl got really mad and said she'd be back. You're not. It's like that shouldn't be taken lightly. That's why I was on my way to this Pokemon Center. I heard there was a group of trainers who are ready to fight back. Oh. So, you met Narcissa, and she said she'd grant you access to Route 4 if you calm down the trainers here? I guess I shouldn't add fuel to the flame by joining them then. Okay then. So here's what we're... Alright, we've had enough with all you outsiders. That voice. Don't tell me. You all heard me. All of you. I want all of you out of our town now. Just going to have to get over yourselves. This Pokemon Center isn't a private place. It's open for anyone who needs it. If anyone here needs to be kicked out, it should be you all. Who do you think you are, outsider? Why can't you all just leave us alone? Better without you. Ever since Narcissa's theater was converted into a gym, people have been waltzing on in here like they own us. What more do we have to do to get rid of you all? Well, if you better start sketching out some ideas, because we aren't leaving anytime soon. Fine. That's how it's gonna be. Then we'll make you leave. You can't make us go anywhere. You should go for the one on the left. Deal with this one. Can't win. I won't let you. So, again, this battle isn't going to be very tough, so I'm just gonna cut it out. You all think you're so important. We may have lost this time, but we're not going to give up. We'll rid each and every one of you. Retreat. Think they would stoop so low? This is unacceptable. I know she asked you to calm the trainers down, but that won't be possible with her citizens attacking us every few minutes. You should go confront her again. Stay here and keep guard over the Pokemon Center. I heard Narcissa was on her way to Wispy Tower. Find her there. Good luck. Don't take no for an answer. So, I guess it really is up to us. We don't have a choice. We have to track down Narcissa and talk her out of things. But anyways, that's going to be all for this episode, or this part. And before I leave, I should just make note of something else. Between episodes, I'm going to be hunting Drifloon. Drifloon is a 2% encounter here in GoldenLeaf Town, and it's only encountered during the night. So I just wanted to make a little quick mention of that. But besides that, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope this helps, and I will catch you all in the next part.